What would you do differently when you would just start today? People often ask me this question, and it's really fun for me to think about. I made a ton of mistakes on my business journey. I always talk openly about my mistakes and I share them with you. And while I'm grateful for everything they taught me, there are things I would do differently if I had to start over. So you're going to love this episode. I am taking a look back and I'm going to take everything I know from 6 years of building an online business and then tell you what I would do differently if I were starting from scratch today. So no matter where you are right now, if you are actually at that point where you are starting from scratch, when you're at the beginning, or if you've been in business for a while and you're looking to elevate, I hope this episode is going to be valuable for you. It's always good to look at your business and make sure you have everything in place to build a solid business that is sustainable and that will continue to grow. So let's do it. Hey there, welcome to the Blissful Biz podcast. I'm your host, Susanne Reiche, here to help yoga and wellness entrepreneurs build a thriving online business. If you're ready to make a bigger impact and earn money online, you are in the right place. Each week you learn about websites, digital products, social media strategies, and what's working now to build your online business. And now let's get started. I'm so glad you're joining me today because today's episode is a really fun one. I had a lot of fun creating this for you, thinking about what I would do differently. And so I can't wait to dive in. Okay, so I'm sharing a few things that I'd do if I were starting my business from scratch. My hope is that you can implement some of these things now. And maybe you're not quite starting from scratch, or maybe you are. Either way, if you can implement these things and lessons learned earlier than me, I'd be so happy. Number one, the first thing I would do differently is I would worry less about my niche and not overthink it, except for honoring what it was that I wanted to talk about all day long. Okay, so having a niche is important. It's still important. I still stand for that. And it's what I teach my students inside the Blissful Biz Incubator. A niche is going to help you stand out and create better offers that solve a specific problem. It's giving you structure, and actually it makes your life as a business owner a whole lot easier. But when you're just getting started, oh my God, it's so difficult making that decision. It can feel like you're putting yourself in a box. And so you think about it and strategize and tinker around. And before you know it, it's been 6 months and you still haven't created any offers. The truth is, especially when you're just getting started, you don't know what will be your niche just in a few years, like 5 years from now, maybe even like a year from now. You don't know what your business is going to look like a year from now. When you're just getting started, this is the time to experiment, to try out different things, to put out different offers and see what resonates, what works and what doesn't. So yes, if you want to build an online business, you need a niche. That still holds. So you can't do everything for everybody and expect to be successful doing that, especially with an online business. When you are teaching locally, when you have like a yoga studio in a small town, that's your niche already, right? So you're that yoga studio in a small town. That's a niche. In the online world, you are surrounded by thousands, millions of people doing similar things. So here, you need to find something that makes you stand out. But you really don't have to make it more complicated or overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just choose something, make a decision, and be open for it to evolve. I know so many yoga teachers who moved on and became, for example, a life coach or studied nutrition, and they had no idea they would go in that direction when they started. And the truth is, you're never going to have it all perfectly figured out. I definitely don't have it all perfectly figured out. And I've been running this business now for nearly 6 years. You can't wait for the perfect strategy or business plan to be in place before you start. Start with creating a paid offer, because if you don't have that of people, that people can't pay you for your services, you don't have a business. And then be open for your niche to evolve and to change. So for example, in my case, when I started this business, I was offering web design, and now I don't do that anymore. I was working exclusively with yoga teachers, and now it's also healers and coaches and other wellness entrepreneurs. Things change, right? And that's totally fine and okay. You need to experiment. You need to try out different things, what works. And so choose something that you're really excited about, that you feel really excited to talk about, something that you can't stop talking about, maybe that you really love. And if you need some more help to get started, you can try this. Ask how you can direct all of your attention on increasing the quality of life for your community or your students or customers. Focus on who's in front of you. What are they struggling with? What problems can you help them solve? Don't try to come up with the perfect niche or offer right out of the door when you're just getting started. For some people, this is easy. They can do that, right? But most people need more time to grow into it, and that's totally fine. Okay, moving on. The second thing I would do differently if I were starting my online business over again from scratch is I would create higher priced offers sooner to generate more revenue that would allow me to hire support and invest back in my business. Ooh, this is a big one. It took me years to realize that it takes the same amount of energy to sell a low-priced offer as a high-priced offer. So that's what I did when I started. The first years in my business, I created low-priced courses, a low-priced membership. I designed websites for $1,000, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I was working all the time, and I still didn't earn a sustainable income from my online business. Maybe you are in that situation and you know how it is. It's overwhelming and frustrating, and you're wondering what you're doing wrong, why other people are so successful and you not, and are you ever going to get there? This is definitely how I felt like for really the longest time. When I started my business, I was still working as a freelancer in advertising. I was living in Bali for half the year, and then I would go back to Germany and work for a few months, earn really good money doing that. So it was actually, it worked really well. And then I would go back to Bali. So I didn't feel any pressure to make a full-time living with my online business right away. And I think that actually held me back. And maybe there also were some mindset issues at play, that I didn't really believe in myself, or that I could ask for more money, that I could do this. So I was holding myself back. And I know that a lot of us start, right? So it's just that, I'm sharing here what I would do differently. And this is really one of the main things that I would recommend you do differently. It was only when I created my first premium offer, an online course that I sold for around $1,000, that things changed in a big way. When you think now, oh my God, I could never sell an online course for such a high price, believe me, I get it. It took me way too long to ask for that price, and now to offer a premium group coaching program, right? I was really struggling with asking for higher price. To sell something for a higher price point. And I think it's normal and okay if you are in the, like me, if you need time to get there to ask for a premium price. That's fine. You need to start somewhere. But maybe I can help you see the benefits and convince you a little bit. Let's look at the numbers, just so you can see the difference asking for a higher price could make for your business and for your life. It all comes down to numbers. So let's say you have 1,000 people on your email list, and now when you present an offer, a certain amount of those people are going to buy it. This is the conversion rate, and it will depend on your audience, the connection you have with them, and your offer. How much does it solve a problem your audience is having? But the thing is, the conversion rate isn't this much different if you have a low-priced offer or a high-priced offer. There's a difference, but it's not making up in the reduction in revenue. Okay, numbers. Let's look at the numbers. So you have 1,000 people on your email list. You sell them an online course that costs $100 and 3% buy, which would actually be a really good conversion rate. That means you have 30 sales and you make $3,000, which is great, but not really life-changing. Can we agree, right? When you sell an online course that's $1,000, with the same conversion rate, you wouldn't make $30,000, which is life-changing, right? So at least for me, it would be. And even if the conversion rate is lower, let's say it's just 1%, so it's just like really a lot lower, you would make $10,000, more than 3 times as much as if you sell a low-priced offer. And this extra revenue, it would allow you to hire support, to delegate tasks. This would give you more time to create a better offer and to support your students better so they would get better results. The same applies for one-on-one packages. Create a premium offer to get to financial stability a whole lot sooner. If you want to earn the same amount of money with a low-priced offer, you need so many more people in your audience. You need to have a huge audience to earn a sustainable income with a low-priced offer, right? So selling higher priced offers means that you don't need such a huge audience to see results. When you sell a yoga membership that's $20 per month, you need a lot of members to make that sustainable, to make it worth your while. And this would mean needing to reach thousands of new people every month just to replace the members who are leaving, which is a normal process. It would happen all the time. And this is so exhausting, my friend. I've been there. I had a low-priced membership, and it wasn't sustainable for me. It really wasn't. I'm so happy that now I need a whole lot less clients to actually earn a sustainable income, to make good money, to being able to be in a position where I feel filled up so that I can be my best self and support them as much as I can, as good as I can, so they get better results. I would always recommend to you to start offering premium services. Go to the top. Serve people who want the best support and are willing to pay for that, and to build up a financially stable business before you start thinking about adding lower priced offers to your product suite. This is what I teach inside my 12-month program, The Blissful Biz Incubator, how to elevate your brand, your offers, and your sales. I actually have an advanced training where I share my exact framework that is exclusive to accepted applicants for the incubator. So if you think this might be what you need to get your business to the next level, apply for the program. And if you're accepted, you'll get access to this advanced exclusive training right away. Go to SusanneReiker.com/application to learn more. That's SusanneReiker.com/application. or send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you and we can talk it all out. What would be the next steps for you to get your business to the next level? Okay, number 3, the third thing I would do if I were starting my online business over again is I would show up on video consistently, building the know, like, and trust factor with my audience. I was so reluctant to show up on video, oh my God. And now, today, every single week, I can't even believe it, but I'm probably doing 3 to 4 live videos every week and then recorded videos around certain things I have been working on. I go live in my stories on Instagram. I record reels where I'm talking into the camera. I do lives. I have my weekly coaching calls. I offer free trainings, all the things. I really wish I did live video more when I was starting out because it makes you a better marketeer. You think fast on your feet, you get better at communicating, and over time you feel more comfortable on video. Like with everything, practice makes perfect. You show your vulnerability more, you get more comfortable with that. You're more real to your audience. The truth is, nothing builds connection as fast as video. Not even a podcast, and starting a YouTube channel is what I'm working on right now, and it's coming soon, my friend. I wish I had done more video early on because now I'm just learning to be comfortable on video. I feel as though I can hold my own. I've been doing this for a few years now, but imagine if I had started embracing it a lot sooner. Well, I'm embracing it now, and I tell myself, look, I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to make it work for me. This is something I wish I had done a lot sooner. So if you're telling yourself things like, I'm not good on video, or I hate going live, or I hate reels, and things like that, stop that right now. It's not helping you or serving the people you are there to help. Instead, embrace it, be open to learn and to grow into it step by step. If I did it, so can you, I promise. I really hope that this episode has encouraged you to keep moving forward no matter where you are in your business. You've got this. You can do this. Learn from my mistakes and embrace this whole journey of being an entrepreneur. Baby steps, my friend. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I love spending this time with you. I love looking back on how I do things differently so I can help you as you move forward. One more thing, if you haven't yet subscribed to this podcast, please go on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast and subscribe so that you know when I come out with a new episode and you don't miss a thing. Thank you so very much for being here with me. I love spending this time with you. I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Blissful Biz podcast. If you like the show, please leave a review on iTunes. This would mean the world to me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to never miss a new episode. To learn more about how to work with me one-on-one, my courses and membership, or to get instant access to freebies, workshops, and more, go to susannereiker.com right now. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.